Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alber Afandi with ID number 0013. Today I will review some movie about the title John Wick 2. An ex-hitman comes out of retirement to track down the gangster that killed his dog and took his car. John Wick is a retired hitman who returns to the criminal underworld to settle a debt. When his former employer's son, Santino, orders his men to take out John's beloved puppy, an unexpected and deadly altercation ensues, leaving his beloved pup dead. Followed by vengeance and a drive for justice, John embarks on a brutal rampage to take down Santino and his gang, seeking vengeance for his beloved pup. Along the way, John discovers two shocking truths about the deaths of his wife and son and finds himself thrust into a final epic showdown with Santino and his legion of hired guns. John wakes up on a cloudy day. He has flashback of him being with Helen. Up until recently, when she collapsed in his arms, she had an illness that eventually claimed her life. It is the day of her funeral. After the service, John's old friend Marcus approaches him to offer his condolences. That night, a delivery arrives for John. It's a small beagle. John finds a note from Helen. She wrote to him that she has made peace with her death, and now she wants John to find his. John weeps. He takes the dog out and looking its collar, which has a flower on it, leading John to figure out Helen. Names the dog Daisy. Daisy follows John on his day as he takes his Mustang out. He stops to get gas at the same time as three Russian mobsters, including Losef Tarasov, son of mob boss Figo Tarasov. Losef comes up to John's car and compliments it, and then asks how much he wants for it. John says not for sale. Losef then insults John in Russian, believing John won't understand. However, John proves him wrong. Speaking Russian in a loud tone, Losef then pets Daisy, but John scares him away. One of Losef's buddies picks his head into the car and wishes John a good day. John tells to Figo that the dog was a gift from his dying wife, and that Losef took that from him. He also tells Figo that he can either turn Losef over to him or die next to him. Figo leaves him with his henchmen for them to suffocate him with a plastic bag. However, Marcus is watching from the next building and she shoots one hitman in the head to let John take out the other. John gets his gun and shoots at Figo's getaway car, leaving only him alive. Figo is forced to tell John that Losef is hiding in a safe house in Brooklyn. The safe house is guarded by armed men, but none of that stops John from killing them and storming the place. Joseph once again tries to make a run for it, but John catches him and finishes him off. In retaliation for Joseph's death and for failing to kill John, Figo has his guns find Marcus at his home. There they beat him until Figo and Perkins shoot him to death. Figo called John to tell him this just before leaving for a helicopter to get out of the city. Thank you. Maybe that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.